Alton Jones here with Rehabs to Riches, and it's exciting to be out here. I'm in beautiful, great state of Maine, and we're shooting a quick video on what it is like to have the type of rehabs that you're going to be doing. So, before we get into the details of what type of rehabs to do out there, I want to make sure if you like these type of videos, go to the link behind on the bottom and like it, share it, and if you like more of it, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we're going to get some great videos out there and teach you some other things about the rehab business. So, I'll get into it. So the types of rehabs, there are several different types of rehabs, but the one rehab that's very simple, if you're beginning, you're trying to start out right now, is a simple rehab. Simple rehabs are what we call it aesthetics. In other words, paint, carpet, something very simple, something that takes maybe a few days, if not a week to do, and all you're doing is doing maybe paint, carpet, changing out maybe a faucet, doing some fixtures, things of that nature. So those are the kind of things that you do on a simple rehab. Keep it simple. You don't got to pull permits. You don't have to do all kind of plans or designs or anything like that. The other thing is, the next one is called a partial gut. Well, partial gut meaning that maybe you're going to open up, a window, or, maybe upgrade your electrical, or you're going to take out some old drywall because some holes are in there. Typically, if you're going to do a partial gut, you want to maybe get an architectural or some designs, plans in place, because you don't know if you're going to have to open up and move a bearing wall. And the bearing wall is a wall that's actually the part that holds up the house. So it's structural, it's involved. So if you're not going to do that, you may not need to get plans, but you want to be guided by a team of people around you, meaning your designer, your architect, and your drafter, as well as you want to get a contractor looking in there, maybe get you a bid if you need to. And then you want to have what we call a detailed scope of work to be able to draw out what is it that you're going to put in this house. So those are good things, because when you open up people's houses, you're going to open up people's wallets, and they're going to create value that way. The other thing is when you do a full gut. A full gut is mean you're taking out the windows, you're taking out the walls, you're taking out the insulation, you're taking out the floor, you're taking out the bathroom. You're doing a full gut. Basically, you're going to leave basically a shell there for the most part. And what's going to be involved in that is you're definitely going to need to get an architect, designer, drafter, and an engineer to do plans for you. Some of those people are all one person, or you may have a team of 2 or 3 different people doing that for you. But the key thing is you have to get plans drawn, and you have to get permits pulled. Don't try to shortcut it by saying, "Oh, I can get this done without drawing up plans," or you're going to find yourself in trouble if you do that. So don't shortcut it. Do it right the first time. You won't never go wrong with it. So get yourself some plans, and once you open it up and you know you're going to sell it, try to get some expert opinion, like maybe a realtor who are selling in the area those type of homes, so they can see what is the buyer looking for in that area. What kind of things do they like? Do they like open concept? Or do they like things more structural, compartmentalized? Or do they like certain type of windows, certain type of countertops? You want to get the expert's opinion in there helping you, so you can decide what is going to happen to your full gut. There's nothing wrong. It's nothing so bad about doing a full gut, but you want to make sure you do the right full gut. That way you're selling to what the market demanding in that area. So after you do a full gut, the next major step is you're going to do a major or minor addition. Major or minor additions are very critical, because if you are brand new for the first time and you figure you got to do an addition or a major addition, you definitely want to get and lean on people who've done additions before. So you're definitely going to need your plans, your architect, your drafter, your engineer. You need those folks to help guide you through the process, because when you're opening up and doing an addition, that means you're going to be creating either a second story, which means it's the low capacity that you got to work with, or you're going to be building a new structural exterior wall. So those are things when you're taking a little small 700 square foot house, you're adding on a double the size, and you're going to be building new structural walls. So you definitely want to make sure your plans are in place for that. We're going to talk about our next thing is new construction. Folks, let me tell you, I've been doing this business since 2009, and I've probably got 25 or 30 rehabs under me before I even begun to do a new addition. And I'm talking about very successful rehabs that we've done. When I started doing new constructions, and those are most of the deals that we do now, we take an old raggedy looking house, we swipe it, knock it down, take it to the stud or whatever, take it to the ground, and then we build a new design, pretty custom built house. You get an architect, you get a drafter, you get a designer to design your new house. Then you're going to have a plan. You're going to work with your architect, the drafter engineer, along with your contractors to give you the right bid. Because it's one thing for a contractor to come in there and give you a shell, but you got to finish that house. It's one thing to start it, You can knock out 80% of the house and get it started, but the last 20% is finishes. The 20% of what you're gonna do is selling the sizzle features on the house that you're gonna build. Because you can build a simple shell and it'll be average and ordinary. But if you wanna pop, you wanna sell the sizzle, you want this thing to really resonate with the buyers out there, you wanna get somebody to help you finish the last 20% of what's going on in your new construction. I'm telling you, we've done so well with new construction after all the experiences that we've done up to that point that we have a system, ABC, 1, 2, 3, to be able to teach you how to make a high 6-7-figure income on one lousy deal. How many would you like to do per year to be able to fire your boss? For those of you who are school teachers, policemen, firemen, football coaches, this is the type of business you can learn part-time and eventually fire your boss. Even if you like your job, you should fire your boss. Because if you're gonna make $250,000 a year part-time, I think you should fire your boss. So, I'm Alton Jones. If you like the information I just shared with you, go to the bottom of the page, subscribe to it, and eventually you can come to one of our courses in the future. We'll see you at the top.